So hello friends, today we are back again with the part 2 of consumer behavior and the marketing concept. In the last video we understood that there are different types of motives. One was product motive, another was patronage motive. Again, these were divided between emotional and rational. Now we will deal with different natures of motives and according purchase decisions. First of all, desire for money. If somebody has desire for money, what he will do? He will go for purchasing the products when the discounts are given, when the products are available at a lesser price. If somebody has vanity, if somebody has craze for vanity like costly items, because they have in their mind that people will admire them if they purchase that particular vanity items like diamond rings, costly watches, etc. So next motive is fear. Sometimes what happens, consumers or customers have a fear of insecurity of money, insecurity of family members post death or etc. So LIC, what they do, they sell insurance policies and they often use the tagline zindagi ke saath bhi zindagi ke baad bhi. So by that tagline or by their activity, they try to lessen the insecurity or the fear among the customers. So this is how LIC is taking advantage of the fear motives of the customers. Next is pride. Sometimes people like to feel pride among themselves for using something or for taking some particular product. For example is that Priyanka Chopra and Rajnikantha advertisement. Here you would have found that Priyanka Chopra was telling मुंह में रजनीगंधा कदमों में दुनिया. So what does that mean? It's a sense of pride if somebody uses Rajnikantha pan masala. Next is health. Many persons like customers and consumers are concerned about their health. So many marketers also try to target that type of customers who are concerned about their health. So what they do, they often sell products which are 100% organic, only specifically for the customers who are more concerned about health. A normal person who is not concerned about health may not purchase that product, but a person who is concerned about health will surely purchase 100% organic products. Consumer behavior and marketing implication. Customer is the hub of business function, as you all know, because all business functions rotates around the customers only. Marketing strategies are made for only customers. So changing marketing environment gives a call for consumer awareness. Consumer behavior and marketing strategies. Understanding the consumer behavior is the basic for marketing strategy formulation. So whenever any organization will develop marketing strategy, they have to understand the consumer first. Next, after the strategy is being formulated, it is the time how the customers or consumers react. Based on that reaction, it determines the organization's success or failure. Organizations can only survive only by offering more customer value. The more the value you give to the customer, the more you win the customer. Those days are gone when companies are only selling product or services without considering regarding the customer value. But nowadays, how much you make the customers delight is the mantra of the organizations. So what is customer value? How to attain customer value? The equation says customer value equal to perceived customer benefit minus total customer cost. That is how the customer perceive that how much benefit he or she will get by purchasing the product minus the total cost he or she pays for purchasing the product. If the subtraction is positive, that means he is getting some customer value out of that product. So providing superior customer value requires the organization to do a better job of anticipating and reacting to the customer need than the competitor. So if any organization wants to win the customers, they have to better anticipate the customer's reaction and their need compared to the competitor. How will company provide superior customer value to its target market? The question is how the company will provide superior customer value to the target market. The answer to the question requires formulation of marketing mix. So how can you formulate the marketing mix? Proper formulation of the 4 P's. So you cannot fly without formulation of proper P's in your product or services. The right combination of marketing mix meets customer expectation and provides customer value. Next is customer behavior and market segmentation. The most important marketing decision a firm makes is the selection of one or more segments to focus their marketing effort. So at the very beginning, it's the marketing decision of the marketers to first choose a segment of the population and focus their marketing efforts. A firm that develops a product focusing solely on the needs of the segment will be able to meet the target group desire and provides more customer value. So a firm or an organization which develops a specific product focusing solely on that particular target market and their need, that particular company or the firm will be able to meet the desires of the group that has been targeted. Basically there are several segments in the market. On the basis of these 4 characteristics, the market segmentation is done. Number 1 is geographic, number 2 is demographic, number 3 is psychographic, and the number 4 is behavioral. Consumer behavior and the market segmentation. As far as market segmentation and consumer behavior is concerned, we are more concerned regarding the behavioral aspect of the market segmentation. Behavioral segments divides consumers according to behavioral patterns such as customer usage, customer occasion, on which occasion or what occasion they try to purchase, the benefits that is presumed by the customers while purchasing the products, and the loyalty that is displayed by the consumers. For example, right segment for Femina magazine. Consumer behavior and product positioning. Product positioning is a placing the product, service, company or shop in the mind of consumer or target group. The right positioning means understanding the consumer perception process in general and perception of company's product in particular. In the photo you can find that is Mahindra Thar. If we see the photo, we can directly have a positioning in our mind that Mahindra Thar is made for off-road driving. In the next picture we find Patanjali products. As soon as we see the Patanjali products, a positioning comes to our mind that it is Swadeshi product and somewhat nationalistic point of view comes to our mind. Next photo is of Apple iPhone. As soon as we see Apple iPhone, the positioning comes to our mind regarding the cost, quality and the brand value of that Apple iPhone. Consumer behavior and marketing research. Studying consumer behavior enables marketing researchers to predict how consumers will react to promotional messages and to understand why they make the purchase decisions they do. That means by going for marketing research, the marketers can understand why or how the consumers will react towards a particular promotion and why they make such purchasing decisions. For example, Kellogg's. Kellogg's is a well-known cereal making company and it wanted to enter Indian market. So what happened when Kellogg's tried to enter Indian market? they only promoted crispy flakes and cold milk consumptions with high price and soggy non-sugary taste. But this was not liked by the Indian people, because most of the Indian people had included spicy parathas, vadas, and different variety with flavors, and also included sweet hot milk in their breakfast. So Indian breakfast were totally different from the breakfast as promoted by the Kellogg's. Later on, the Kellogg's did so many varieties in their these cereals, breakfast cereals or the cornflakes, and also lowered their price. They promoted with several variety of flavors and also choose brand names to appeal to the Indian public, such as Shakti, when they wanted to sell their cornflakes fortified with iron. So marketers realize that if they know more about the consumer's decision making criteria, they can design marketing strategies and promotional messages that will influence consumers more effectively. If you want to study the case study of Kellogg's in detail, you can see the description in the video. In the description you will find the link of that case study. Next is development of the marketing concept. The field of consumer behavior is rooted in the marketing concept. So consumer behavior and marketing concept cannot be separated from one another. Let us start with the first marketing concept, that is the production concept. The production concept assumes that consumers are mostly interested in product availability at a low prices suitable for developing economies with expanding market. That means whenever we are concerned about production concept, it means that how much lesser cost can be put for the product, how much lesser amount of money could be spent while producing that product, and that is why it comes as a production concept, and the product could be given at a lesser amount of price to the customers. Next comes the product concept. The product concept assumes that consumers will buy the product that offers them the highest quality, best performance, and the most features. So unlike production concept, here what happens is that it is more concerned about the product and its qualities. The more the feature, the more the quality, it comes under product concept. Evolution from product and production concept is the selling concept. So selling concept came from product and production concept. It makes the assumption that consumers are unlikely to buy the product unless they are aggressively persuaded to do so. So until and unless customers or these consumers are persuaded to purchase the product, yes, you purchase, then only they will purchase the product. So the fourth concept is development of the marketing concept. The marketing concept is a customer centered sense and response philosophy. So unlike the selling concept where push sales is there, here what happens, the job is not to find the right customers for your product, but to find the right products for your customers. So it is totally customer centric. So what the customer likes and dislikes, based on that will create the products. The fifth concept in marketing concept is the societal marketing concept. A sound knowledge of consumer behavior can help the organizations that sells ideas and concepts of social relevance. Institutions that promote family planning, AIDS-free society, etc. appeal to the public for their support in order to satisfy some want or need in the society. So if we summarize the main four types of marketing concepts, starting with product, production, selling, and marketing. So in product, we find that the starting point is factory, where the product originates. Main focus is on product. Then it means how the things are being done, the increase in quality and features in case of product, and end profit through quality product. In case of production, again starting point is factory, but the focus now is not product but the production facilities. Why? We want to lower the cost of the processes. That is why our focus is on production, and end profit through lowering the price of products with the help of lower cost in process. Next is selling. Selling concept, starting point is factory, no doubt, but again focus here is on product. Selling and promoting is the only means. We are having a push selling in case of selling concept, and profit is done through number of sales volume. The more the sales volume, the more the profit. In case of marketing concept, starting point is not factory but market. Here we go to the market and find out what the customer needs. So focus is customer needs. Means is integrated marketing. So it's a mix of 4 P's and an integrated marketing approach where the profit is through satisfaction of the customers. So it is totally customer centric. So this is 4 types of marketing concepts that are related with consumer behavior. So here comes the end of lesson, consumer behavior and marketing concept. Thank you.